What's good, good people? It is Monday night. It's time once again for the top 10 alts. And this time I have everything fixed, I believe. We we will check to see. Apparently there's a setting in Mac that you have to like clear up first before it'll let you do your thing. So hopefully I got that. Let's not waste your time. Let's jump into these alternatives. Let's go over this top 10 list. Share my screen. Because I think I got it now to where I can do that. That'd be nice. Share screen. Okay. Let's do it this way. Oh, yes. So much better. So much better. Okay. Let's do this. All right. First up, we have got Spider-Man, Amazing Spider-Man, number 265. This is the first appearance of Silver Sable. This, of course, has been popped off for a long time now. And average raw sales are at $93.72 raw. Like that is, I feel like that number even went up since I, wrote it down earlier. Nah. $93.72 raw. So my first recommendation is Silver Sable and the Wild Pack number 9. Now, what is cool about this book is that this is the first appearance of the first of Ernst. I have to look at my notes. Sablinova, who was the first Silver Sable and is the father to the current Silver Sable. So the rumor is that possibly Russell Crowe could be playing this character. Regardless, I didn't even know that there's another Silver Sable, so it's really cool to like find that out, to be able to see that and like know the book and all that jazz. Fair market raw value right now is at $9.80. Like, it's a cool book. It's a cool book, I think. So, give that a look. See what you think. Let's go. Next up, Star Wars number 2. Of course, all these Star Wars books just keep popping off. This has got to be the first appearance of Han Solo, Chewbacca, and it says it's going to be Obi-Wan, I guess, in story. It's not the first cover. So I guess he made his first appearance on one as a cover appearance. Regardless, we've got raw sales of $80.07. I mean, it's a good book to have, I would say, but it seems a little high. My suggestion would be to go look at Star Wars issue 24. What's cool about this book, it's the same run, if I'm not mistaken. It's a cool 40-cent book. This is the first, it's a solo adventure of just Obi-Wan. And that's pretty much what we're getting in the Obi-Wan series, is a solo adventure. So I think this could be a really cool book to have in your collection. Fair market raw value right now at $7.39. So for a 40, or what is it? Is it a 40? Yeah, 40-cent Star Wars book under $8. That's a cool buy. Next up, we've got Point One. All right, don't mistake this for the all new Marvel Point One and all different Marvel Point One, and there's several of these. All right, this particular one is a variant, and it's the first appearance of Sam Alexander. News broke this past week, that we're getting a writer for a Nova project, and it was going to be the same writer as Moon Knight. So right now, fair market raw value is sitting at $8.74. All right, I do think this is an awesome book to have. However, of course, prices are going to be really high right now. I suggest you look at Nova number 1. This is the first solo venture for Sam Alexander Nova. On top of that, fair market raw value is at $20.48 for this cover. But there's other covers as well that, come in even cheaper. So this book right here, this is a cool cover. I think it's coming in at around $30. Looks like $29.96. We got a second printing coming around $15. We got the Scotty Young down here. Everybody likes Scotty Young. $12. So there's different covers that you can find and pick from. The blank sketch. So yeah, I love this. I think this one, I have never even seen this. Like, if I'm gonna go looking, I'm gonna go look for that one. That's just a cool looking cover. So yeah, I would say look for one of those. You're getting the same character. It's not his first, but it's his first solo, and those pop off good too. And I mean, why not start off a series having the first solo? JLA Avengers Hero Initiative is coming in at number 7. It's trade paperback. This is the reprint of the original JLA Avengers trade paperback that's done by George Perez. It's done as a charity thing for the Heroes Initiative charity. Fair market raw value is coming in right now at $250 essentially. I believe this is all aftermarket, so this money I don't think is even going to the charity here. I could be completely wrong on that, but to my knowledge, I don't know that it is. I think that book sells for a lot cheaper than this in on retail. So my suggestion would be to look for the New Teen Titans #1. What's cool about this book is this is the second appearance of the Teen Titans team and the origin story for that Teen Titans team. It's also a second appearance for Cyborg and Raven and Starfire. So average raw sales coming in at around 38, $39. Like, that's just a cool book to have. It's a really cool cover. It's a #1. I mean, it just, for me, it checks a lot of boxes off. And I mean, I wouldn't mind spending $40 on that. So let's check out the next one on our list. Ghost Rider #31. All the talk of the Midnight Suns and Moon Knight and all that jazz has got this book heating up because it is the first appearance of the Midnight Sun, first full appearance of the Midnight Suns. Now, this book is coming in raw value at $26.58, so $27. My suggestion would be to go look for Doctor Strange #61. This is a super dope looking cover. Looks like Dracula's back here in the back. You got Doctor Strange on the front. It's a 60 center. On top of that, cool thing about this book is it is the origin of vampires and their relationship with the Darkhold. It's also the first time that Doctor Strange and Blade meet each other. And I'm just here to say that's more than likely going to happen. I mean, let's be honest. Everybody's wanting that. So, fair market raw value for this book right now. Now, I want to also preference that this is the newsstand edition that's coming in at this price. I'm not big on the whole, like, I like newsstands because I think they're cool, but um, I'm not gonna sit there and push most of the time a newsstand over a direct edition. However, at this point in time, I am because it's coming in cheaper than the other ones. This one's coming in at $12.50, fair market raw value, whereas the direct edition is coming in at almost double. So it's a little baffling to me that it's doing that, but regardless, go look for the newsie. See if you can get it for cheap. All right. Halfway through this list, coming in at number 5, we got Voltron #1. News came out that somebody was working on a script or somebody was planning a possible live action or animated movie for Voltron. So, of course, this book spikes. We got fair market raw value coming in at $110. A lot of this 80s nostalgia books have popped off really big. I first wanted to sit there and find the real Ghostbusters, and that book's actually gone up a lot, and I didn't like the values that it was showing me here on cover price. Of course, Ninja Turtles and things like that have they've also spiked as well. Thundercats has spiked, G.I. Joe. It's just difficult to find an 80s cartoon that hasn't spiked yet. So I kind of went a little different route. Who doesn't like Indiana Jones? Raiders of the Lost Ark. What's cool about this book is that it is the first comic size appearance of Indiana Jones. Raw values coming in at $6. I mean, I love Indiana Jones. He was one of the ones that I really liked as a kid and stuff like that. There is a magazine edition. Let's see, I got it in my notes. It's Marvel Super Special number 18. This comic here, The Raiders of the Lost Ark, is actually a reprint of that. But the Marvel Super Special number 18 is his like first comic book appearance. It's just magazine size, I believe, or Treasury or something like that. But it's coming in at like $14.50. So $15. Like that's still not a bad buy either. But you just may not have a box for it. So that's why I went with this one instead. But yeah, I'd definitely take a look at both of them. Just check them both out. Next up, we've got Secret Wars number 2, issue 3. If I'm not mistaken, this is the first appearance of the Beyonder, or at least it's cited as being that. And the first cover as well. Fair market raw value coming in at $22 essentially. I don't know of any news really that's broke out about this, other than maybe, it might have popped on Key Collector or something like that. Regardless, it's on the list. My suggestion would be, goodness, come on now. Secret Wars number 2. This is from 2015. Secret Wars. There's so many of them. This is the cited as being the first full appearance of was it Emperor God Doom? God Emperor Doom? God Emperor Doom. Doom's a huge character. Everybody loves him. And like if we get a uh God Emperor Doom on the big screen, like people are going to flip over that. Cool book to have, cool series to have, really good story in general. $4.44. So we're looking at $4, $5 for this book. And then there's variants on top of that. You can go find some of those. I don't know if there's cheap, but that's just cool book to have. Alex Ross cover. I mean, come on. Can't go wrong there. I'm sorry I have to keep looking up. My extra screen is above me. So yeah. But hey, at least we got two screens, and y'all can see all the stuff this time. All right, Marvel Point One. This is a regular edition right here. Again, this is the first appearance of Sam Alexander, the Nova, and fair market raw values coming in at $46, $47. It's really not a bad buy, I don't think, but still, I think we could do better. My suggestion would be to look at this. What if number 15? Cool thing about this book is this is the first and only appearance of Helen Taylor, who is the first female Nova on top of that. With What If being a thing, a cartoon, like, could we possibly get something like that? Could they, throw that character in there, a no-name character? I mean, we got Arthur Harrow, who's essentially the same thing. He's a one-time, one issue, one comic in the entire Marvel universe character, and now he's going to be on a TV show. Fair market raw value coming in at $5.20. Like, with What If being a TV show and them doing crazy things, I feel like this is a really good, decent grab. Back to our list. Coming in, we're closing in, y'all. Closing in. Nova, number 1. Coming in at number 2. Of course, same thing. People have been slated as being a writer for the Nova, either TV show or movie. And this book, of course, has popped off. I think it's a good book to have, good book to grab. But fair market raw value is coming in at $195. I suggest that you look for Fantastic Four what number is this? Oh, 224. Sorry about that. Cool, awesome looking cover. All right. This is slated as being the first appearance of Frankie Ray as Nova. It's also the first of that Nova being a herald to Galactus. Now, my thoughts on this book is that a lot of the times when you get a new property, it's usually like that hero versus its counterpart. Iron Man, Ironmonger was our first movie. Hulk versus Abomination, that first movie. Black Panther versus Killmonger, that was that first movie. Doctor Strange versus another sorcerer, essentially. I know the big bad at the end was Dormammu, but still, most of the time it was him versus another sorcerer. Like, it's always like they're just their evil counterpart, almost is what it seems like. So what if Nova's first counterpart was like an evil or like a herald of Galactus, and he had to stop that? I mean, that just seems like it'd be really cool. Fair market raw value coming in at $34.44. I just really like this book. I think it's a cool looking book to have. Um, So yeah, I mean, it's just cool, just something to look at. All right, people. Last book coming up. New Avengers number 40. This is the first appearance of Varenki as her scroll self. Rumors are spreading that Amelia Clark's character in the Secret Invasion TV show is this Varenki scroll, the Queen of Scrolls. Now that's not been confirmed. It's not or anything along those lines. However, that's always been a rumor, anyways. So, of course, people are wanting to hurry up and get out and get this book. Fair market raw value coming in around $49. I would suggest you go and you look for the Avengers 133 nice 25-cent copy book. The cool thing about this book is that it's the origin of the Kree Skrull War. It's the origin of Vision, and it's the origin of Mantis. And if I'm not mistaken, there's also a first appearance in here, but it's not a huge one, so I didn't mark it down. But still, a bunch of origin stories in this old Avengers book. Fair market raw value coming in at $12, $13. I mean, that just with it being the origin of the Kree Skrull War, I don't know that we're done with that yet. I know they touched on it in Miss Marvel, or Captain Marvel, but still, I don't know that necessarily we're done with that. So I definitely give this book a look and just see, do I like it? Do I want this? Is it a cool book? So, all right, get back over here. All right, y'all about to get a full size of my ugly mug. There we go. Hey, thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. You can find me on Instagram at 22_comics. You can also find me on a podcast called Comically Comics. By the way, I've got a Whatnot sale coming up this Saturday. So if you're digging some books and you're looking for some stuff, I got a bunch of bundles that I'm selling too this Saturday. So please go check my Whatnot handle out. It's the same thing, 22_comics. And go see, you'll be able to sit there and look at some of the books and put pre-bids in, and I've got some buy it now stuff on there as well, so you can take a look at that too. Thank you all so much for watching. I greatly appreciate it. And as always, y'all have a good one.